Hold on, real quick. Listen, this is the Gray Area Podcast.
Let's go.
Yes, back again like we never left. MOD, Guru Dane. This is the Gray Area. Tonight, like every other Gray Area episode, we got a very special guest. Tonight, we got Calhoune.
Peace. What's good, man? Thanks for having me.
What's going on, brother? Listen, man, we appreciate you taking your time and stopping by. It means a lot to us. It means a lot.
Already, man. Thanks for having me on, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything for y'all, man.
Appreciate you, dog. First and foremost, for people who don't know, for our audience listening, where are you from?
I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? That's on the outskirts of Washington, D.C.
Okay.
About 10 or 15 minutes or 20 minutes away from Washington, D.C.
Right. Born there,
Okay.
born and raised there?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So what was life like growing up?
Life was cool, you know what I'm saying? Sports was a big part of my life, you know what I'm saying? Starting out heavily into football and basketball. But besides the sports, you know what I'm saying, I always was into music, you know what I'm saying? I was a huge fan. What's funny was I started out as a West Coast fan first, and then I, you know what I'm saying, made my way over to the East Coast. But just overall, you know what I'm saying, I was just a fan of rap. And then I had got started with rap in, like I said, about junior high. And like when I started out, I really didn't tell nobody. I just kept it to myself and just patted my skills behind closed doors. And then I took a break, you know what I'm saying, because sports had taken off. And then I picked back up. I picked back up on it, you know what I'm saying, after college.
Dope. You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that your first, you were first attracted to West Coast hip hop. It's the same thing with me. So it was West Coast and East Coast. So I got the Fugees album and I got Tupac All Eyes on Me in the same day. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Word.
That's what's
So
up.
it was like I had that West Coast influence, and it's like I always loved the the difference of the West Coast beats. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you could listen to a West Coast beat instrumental all day.
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
day. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they have like different sounds too, as well. You can tell it's like it's a DJ Quick Beat or Battle Cat or even Dre, you know what I'm saying, to an extent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They all like have different sounds, but it just goes and you can't listen to the instrumental all day.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. So what
Yeah.
is the scene like? Well, let me ask you this. What was the rap scene like when you were a kid from where your area is?
It wasn't really rap, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty much predominantly go-go. You know
Oh,
what I'm
can you
saying?
break that down for me? Because I don't
Right.
listen. I don't know. I don't understand that. What's the genre? What kind of genre is that? What
The
like?
go-go history.
Yeah, the go-go history.
Pretty much go-go is like, you know, it's like their own set of drums. But what they do down here is pretty much they'll take like a popular song and remake it their own, like a go-go version to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like a whole lifestyle. It's not just like the genre, it's like a whole lifestyle. You know what I mean? We have dancers, we have artists, like actual artists, like graffiti artists that come out of go-go too as well, but mainly just the percussion. You know what I'm saying? It's not similar, but it's kind of like just like, you know how New Orleans have their own thing.
Right.
It's not like New Orleans, but it's like, you know, it keeps it home, like keeps it in home, I'll
Right.
say.
It's a version.
Baltimore beat music or bounce music. Like
Mm.
everybody's kind of got like regionally. There's something.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? I don't think New York ever had anything like that. I don't think we ever had like a. I mean, we did have the Harlem Shake. We had the Harlem Shake, but that was
Bro,
like
I
a
was just about to
dance.
say that, bro. But that
You know
was
what
the
I'm saying?
craze. I remember dudes was getting signed by Adidas. They was getting deals for Harlem Shaking.
Nah, that's a fact. They dead was, bro. Shit was crazy. So, what is it like from a kid to now?
Oh, it changed like drastically. Like, you know, before you know it, just all these fluid MCs just wanted to get started in rap. You know what I
Right.
mean? Whether it's trap or whether it's you know, backpack. You know what I mean? Just a lot of you start to hear more rappers like day by day. And it started to increase in the numbers. And then now I think it's just pretty much it's that almost even. It's still more trap than backpack, but you know, the ones who is doing, you know what I'm saying, like the underground street raps and whatnot, they pretty much holding their own,
Mm.
making a name for themselves, including myself.
Nah, for sure. But we're going to get into the music. He sent some music, people. We're going to get into the music. Don't worry about that. What was your first hip hop influence? What was the first like show, song, artist that you know, that you latched onto and you was like, yeah, nah, I got to rock? Were you accustomed to go-go music as a kid?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course,
So then what was the first hip hop influence for you?
It wouldn't be one. I'll just say like a whole collective, pretty much that '90s, that go to era, '90s
Okay,
rap.
got you.
Like I have a good memory, so I remember I was young. or whatnot, little shorty just watching all those videos and being inspired by it. You know, so I was more like into videos more so than disc
Right.
or like CDs because you know they entrust me with
And it's hard. You
it.
can't get them as a kid. You can't unless
Right,
somebody
right,
buy them
right,
for you. You
right.
can't get them as a kid. That
Yeah,
makes sense. That makes a lot of
facts,
sense.
facts, facts, facts. But then, you know, like when I got to high school, I started to buy, you know, so, you know, got on my own, you know, so I got a little bit older, I could leave the porch.
Right.
You know, I just pretty much was buying CDs, just starting over, pretty much just buying Illmatic, buying Reasonable Doubt, In My Lifetime, Volume 1, 2, you know what I'm saying? It was written,
Really
uh,
doing the due diligence though.
yeah, yeah, Into the Root, 36 Chambers, and even Organized Noise with Dungeon Family, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Outkast, Goody Mob,
that's
Devin
dope.
the Dude, A-Ball, MJG, UGK. Like, yeah,
Do you think that it's your go-go influence that kind of gave you the palette for more than one region of music?
for sure. For sure. And plus, you know what I'm saying? Not only that it has an influence as well, I definitely want to like squeeze as much of the DC culture in my music, you know what I'm saying, as much as
Right.
I can. You know what I mean? Still keep it me, keep it sharp, but you know what I'm saying? Definitely want to let the listeners know like I'm from this area as much as I can.
Right.
Without
Dope.
overdoing it.
Like, yeah, nah, you plant your flag, but you know,
It's
it don't
unique.
gotta
It
be
makes you
overdone.
unique.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I know basically my music is like, you know, it's up north driven. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my taste, but I definitely want to add as much as this culture into it as much as I can.
What made you start to write?
To be honest with you, like, it's a long story, but I'm gonna try to shorten it
Ah,
up for you
man, take your
guys.
time, bro. No, we chilling. We chilling, man.
So at that point, like, I didn't have a favorite rapper at the time. So the height of the whole, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z and Nas joint, two of my mans after school pretty much, you know, just was arguing about it, just debating, going back and forth. And like that debate lasted from like when we left school all the way up to the bus stop and all the way to like we got to the crib. They just was arguing back and forth. So basically I had went back and listened to Takeover and Ether and personally like Ether. And that's how, you know what I'm saying, I became like that's how when Nas became my favorite rapper. And then after that, listening to him and listening to Illmatic and it was written in all his catalog, that made me want to pick up my pen.
So basically,
That's dope.
the legendary battle, is
Right.
what made you go back into Nas's catalog.
For sure.
And I've
That's
also had
fire.
those moments in school, right? You're having an argument or you're having
Right.
a back and forth with your friends, like, nah, this is this, is that. And you go, you know, let me go check this out.
Right.
And then you get some value
Right.
from it and take off from it. So that's dope.
hmm
How do you go? Because I listened to the tracks you sent me. Because usually we don't get the music ahead of time. We usually get it like the day of, and I'll just play it and it'll all be new. But I listened to the tracks you sent me. What is your process for beat selection? And then the second part to this question would be, what is your process with working with producers? Like, how do you choose what producers to work with?
I pretty much like had like my own like my go-tos, like my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I built that rapport through IG.
Right.
You know, like producers would post their work on IG. You know what I'm saying? This beat is for sale. So it started out like that. As far as like my process of finding beats, you know what I'm saying? You know, I usually always come up with the title that I usually write first, and then I'll see if you know what I'm saying, what I wrote could fit that specific beat, and like what I'm looking for in that beat, which is match that whole vibe or that mood that I'm writing in that specific verse.
So you'll write without any beat. You'll write your verse
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then if I gotta, you know, if I gotta go back, you know what I'm saying, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, edit it or fix it to where it'll fit within that beat pattern, yeah, I do that sometimes, but usually it's on the money.
That's dope.
Yo, you know who
I think,
I've heard say that too? Does that Taz
hmm,
from the Alcoholics. I've heard him say that
really?
shit. Like,
Mm.
he don't write to beats. He write that shit. Even if you go to the studio with different cats, he told stories with Exhibit in them in the studio, corrupting Exhibit. He left the studio to go sit in his car to write his verse and shit. Like, he'd rather just be Dolo.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'd rather just write my bars in silence, complete silence, and then I'll worry about the pace and the tempo and make sure it fits the rhythm. You know what I'm saying later, but usually I write in silence.
That
I
makes
feel that.
sense. And you know what? Yeah, I guess I'm just so used to writing to instrumentals, but I have written to no instrumental, and it's almost like, there's no second layer kind of pulling your attention away from the core writing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Brother, there's nothing keeping you in like a timing perspective. It's not keeping you in a framing, so you can go wherever you want
Mm,
with it. There's no 4/4 time. There's no structure. It's just your thought pattern.
right.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's why a lot of times subconsciously I always go for the drumless beats. I mean, consciously, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's like my favorites. Me rapping on a drumless beat, like a drumless loop. So, and usually those bars usually fit. Like I don't have to do anything. I could just rap the way how I rap,
Right,
like where how I wrote it in silence, and then it would just fit with the drumless.
right.
That's
There's no
dope.
drums giving a structure to it, so you make the
Right,
structure. Right, right, right.
right. Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
year would you
Exactly.
say you started taking making music, writing music seriously?
2018 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It was something that happened to where like I always wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Especially after college, I always wanted to do it, but I was pussyfooting with it, you know what I'm saying, in layman's terms. And then, like in 2018, I just was, I'm about to just go all in, like 100, 200%, just go all in and see where the ball bounces. You know what I'm saying? And the ball bounces in my
Respect,
favor so far. So
Nah, for sure, bro.
respect,
Like
respect.
I fuck with the music, and we're gonna talk about. I got a couple other questions to. My next question would be, where do you find the motivation to push forward with creating as an artist? During trials and tribulations of regular, life experience. Like, where do you
yeah,
find the
yeah.
resolve to push forward?
Like half of it, 50% of it is pretty much like, like my everyday life. So I pretty much try to jot down like my everyday life, like within rhymes, like almost every day.
Right,
And the other half is just the competitive nature of it. That's why I love watching ciphers or freestyle battles or whatnot. So that gets me in the mode to just write some bars.
right. So it's therapeutic.
Or yeah, therapeutic or hear other lyricists. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Black Thought, Nas, of course, Planet Asia, like nice, like top tier spitters. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that gets me to writing.
right. You get reinvigorated. I feel the same way sometimes. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I talk about it a lot with people when they come on the show. Just the feeling of, just you wake up one day and you're like, man, fuck this. I don't want to write no more. I don't want, I just don't want to do this no more. And it's like, but then something will happen and it'll bring you back, and you'll listen to a song, or I'll go into my notepad and I'll be like, nah, I really was barring that shit out. So let me just keep pushing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
And
Yeah,
listening to
yeah.
dope rap make you want to
But with
rap,
me,
or at least
oh,
it make me want to rap. You hear dope rappers, or that shit
facts,
was
yeah, of
fire.
course.
I want to do something now. You know
facts.
what
Of
I'm
course.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Also, too, I always like translate with writing or just making music and to translate it to sports. You know what I mean? Like, for example, other top tier lyricists, they write every day. So that's
Mhm.
equivalent to putting jump shots every day. So if you didn't write, like, damn, what you doing? Like,
Right.
Right.
so you can get left behind.
That's the
So I'm
practice
always
time.
thinking that, so I'm always, yeah, yeah, of course.
Certain non-negotiable things that you got to do every day.
Right.
Nah, yeah, it speaks to discipline, man.
Hmm.
You know.
It's like at the end of the day, if you really want this, you're gonna put the effort in. But if you really want it, you're gonna do the rap. You're gonna go to the shows. You're gonna market your shit. You're gonna do what you gotta do to get there.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure, for sure. It's a tightrope, man. It's a tightrope, and it's not easy. And the crazy thing is, the older you get, the more you realize you should have had your foot on the gas 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But that's hindsight, and it's always 2020.
Yeah, you can look at it from that way, but me, I just look at it. I'm grateful that I was able to take my energy and take it to something positive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And I'll be able to create and speak through my music. You
right.
know what I mean? Because I
Nah,
had something to say, but it was other ways to try to like voice that, but couldn't. But I was able to voice that through rap. I'm grateful for that.
right. Nah, it's true because not everybody can articulate their feelings. Number one, let's
Yeah.
put aside rap. Let's put aside rap, right? Not everybody can even say how they feel, when they talking in a conversation. So to have the gift and the ability to be able to make it poetic, and then put music behind it or not put music behind it, however, you know what I'm saying? It really it's one of the greatest gifts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Absolutely.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. Though I agree with that. Very much so. Can you speak to the current state of the game, like the underground and stuff like that?
It's cool. You know what I mean? But I said in the OG Press magazine, shout outs to them. I just was like, I thought I was always under the impression of, underground is more catered to like bars.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I thought it was catered to more bar driven. And I haven't really seen that as a recent. You know what I mean? And it's like, is it about image or is it about bars? You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit more towards the image side. And I kind of would like for it to get back to bars. You know what I mean? Because if you notice, like the year, like around like New Year's, around that Christmas time, that's like the whole top 10 countdowns and all the other stuff. But you don't really hear like verse of the year or you know what I mean, or quotable or anything like that. It's just more so like more crown of the project of it, which is cool. But I think it will make the game more better if you pretty much like key in and zone in what some of these guys are saying lyrically and make them push the pen.
I agree with that. You know what I think a lot of it is? I think there's been an influx in money. Number one for East Coast rap, and number two for like New York rap that wasn't here 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think when dudes see what works and they see the money, I think that's what they go for, you know?
Mm.
And it
People
sucks
are paying
because
for quality underground rap. That's a fact.
right. But the thing about it is like it's the generation that we're in right now is the boilerplate, the copy and paste generation.
Hmm.
You
Okay,
know what I'm
okay,
saying?
right.
So it it's high quality. I'm not saying that these dudes that are doing this ain't good and it's not good music. It's just the same shit that this nigga did. And it's the
Right.
same shit
Right.
that this nigga did. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We're not
So
talking
it's
about the
like it's
quality of the
all good,
beats.
but it's all the same. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
niggas can't even get one different track on the album. It's all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple years of that, now you're gonna get niggas who are making that music, but they're making it just to make the music.
Right. Right. And like people get a lot of confused with work ethic and bad habit. You know what I mean? I could sit up here and say I put out 5 projects this year, but it's like what what does that mean when like every track sounds the same and it's the same theme on like all 5 projects?
That's
Right.
real talk,
You're
bro. That's
not
real talk.
testing yourself. You're not testing yourself. That's what it used to be about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When we was growing up and niggas was rapping and all of that, bro, like, first of all, everybody had a different flow. Everybody had a different flow. If you was in a cipher back in the day from fucking, I don't know, 2002 to fucking 2010, maybe.
Yeah.
Everybody had a different flow. Everybody had a different flow, bro. And it was corny to not have your own, you know what I'm saying? And yeah,
Hmm.
man, we just lost that, bro. We lost it. But I mean, I don't know. You guys think we'll ever get it back? You think that the appreciation, I don't want to call it appreciation because people appreciate bars. They're paying for the music. They're paying for the lyrical shit. So it's not like they don't
Yeah.
appreciate it. But it's like,
Right.
do you think that the individualism will ever come back? Will people see the light and start saying, listen, I could really just start experimenting? What happened to motherfuckers experimenting? You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
I mean, I think he can come back. So usually a lot of things come go and come back. So I
Right.
think we can have for sure.
Wishful thinking, man. I hope so
You know
too.
what my thing is, bro? I think it is already back and it's already here because there's always creative people in the mix. Like, it's a copycat for sure,
Right.
but there's always creative people in the mix. And I think that's going to
Doing new
shine.
shit.
Doing new
Right.
shit. And I don't know, bro, man. In the world where everything's copying, if you just do a little more different, a little more wavy shit, a little more unique to you, you're going to shine some more. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Right.
I agree with that. Can you speak to consistency?
Some middle name. That's what I chase for is to be consistent. Always, what I'm saying, aim to outdo your last project, but always chase consistency.
Mm,
You know what I mean? That's the key. Going back to sports, what I'm saying, Jerry Rice, so he had a good year the one year, but he kept coming back year after year after year after year. That's what makes him
right.
Rice. You know what I mean?
Right.
So always aim for that.
Would you say that your background in sports built a work ethic of consistency?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you got to show up.
Gotta show up.
Right. Right. And you got to give
Show
your
up,
all.
show up, show up every song, give it your all, show up at every recording session, every line. You always gotta show up, gotta deliver it like on point.
Showing up is half the job, man. So a lot of people going to fail because they won't show up. Like, I'm going to take off this one.
Right.
Then you take off the next one. So the compound effect, we talk about that a lot, and just testament to the show we rocking here. It's like, yeah, show up and do what you say you're gonna do, provide the value, and watch it return to you tenfold. You know what I mean?
Of course, you get what you put in. You know what I'm saying? If you put in a little, you're gonna get a little in return. So you always gotta give it y'all.
Let me ask you this. How do you deal with battling the algorithm of social media?
Uh, what's
I
funny is just don't pay attention to it. Like I'm not really on. Like I hear the term a lot,
right,
and I kind of see it, but I mean I'm not really in tap with it. So I think that's in my favor.
right. So
Don't be
just
consumed with
not
the whole
even paying attention
algorithm.
to it. Right now, I get it.
Yeah.
People get wrapped up in the numbers, man. People get
hmm
wrapped up in the numbers, and shit, I'm guilty of it too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, with these social media platforms, they manage to monetize and harness everybody's vanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
That's true. But
They've
also,
monetized it and weaponized it. Because you can
Yeah,
make
yeah.
money off people's vanity, right? Like they sell you products because they say, "Oh, you need this to look cool. You need this to look hot." So like it's marketed right. They brand it to, but then it's like weaponized. It's like, yo, if you don't have it, you ain't shit. If you're not doing this, you ain't shit, right? Like the mentality of having to consume these things to be the person you want to be. You know what I mean?
Mm,
yeah, I feel you. But so overall, for any artist, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have like a positive mindset. If you have a positive mindset, all that stuff shouldn't really matter. I mean, I guess check on it for you to be fully aware, but it shouldn't affect your well-being
right.
or affect your whole mood or your whole drive or your whole creativeness. It shouldn't affect it. You know what I mean? Because that's almost falls in the lines of like if you live for the cheers, you die by the booze.
Mm,
So you got to be, you know what I'm saying, neutral with it now. You know, take everything in stride.
right, right, right. And just realize that it's all a process.
Yeah, of course.
You know what though? I feel like a lot of the disposition that you're speaking on comes with being from a previous generation, the generation that we're from, where it's
Yeah.
like we had to have, number one, we had to have an imagination, and number two, we had to have resolve. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? And it's like kids these days, it's not that they lack imagination, but they lack drive. Because you don't have to imagine anything. You know what I'm saying? You can go on Chat
Right.
GPT, it'll write you a fucking fairy tale that you never heard before.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Madness.
Yeah, but then you got to be a rare breed in terms of loving the process. You know
Mm,
what I mean? I mean, of course, you're going to start out struggling, but there's times where you struggle for a while and then you start making positive, or you start making progression, and then you take a step back forward from making that progression. But then just, you know what I'm saying? Like just staying in within the fight. You know what I mean? I think it needs more of that.
seeing things through. You know
Yeah,
what
of
I'm saying?
course.
Following through.
Yeah.
For real.
And then with social media, it pretty much just always you it's more tempted to post the finished product more so just showing the process. And even if they try to show the process, it doesn't like really show the process. You know what I'm saying? Just pictures at the end of the day, or just a video, which is a fast video. You know what I mean? Like a speeded up video, if it even comes down to it, but don't really show like the real part. You know what I'm saying? The real process, the real grind. Like if you're trying to like pattern something, get really good at something, that may take you about 5 years. You know, and social media can't show you that,
Right.
and
Right.
people are not really don't have that type of grind.
I want to talk about your process when it comes to taking a visual from concept to being like, release ready, YouTube ready, because you got some videos and I really like the visuals that you're putting forward and I like the teasers that you drop. So just take me through like the inception of a concept all the way through, now I'm ready to click upload.
Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Like the visuals come after the song, after the music is recorded. You know what I'm saying? You know, me and my guys, like Big Eleanor, we pretty much figure out which one is the single, which one we want to go with. Usually, I mean, not well, I always have the final say so. Okay, we pick song A. We usually rock with it, and then when we get to the idea of the visual part, our main thing is we want to give like the viewers something different that they haven't seen before. So we trying to come up with stories, not just the typical. I'm in a abandoned apartment or I'm front of a bodega and I'm just rapping bars. We wanted to give you a little bit more with that. So we always try to aim with that, and always come from a unique side of things, just to stand out and be different.
Nah, for sure. And like you said, dialing back to the beginning, like put your stamp on it. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
I enjoyed the whole takeaway, the takeout theme on it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. But listen, You sent some music. We about to get into it. We're gonna play a couple cuts. MOD is the gray area. We got Shaw Calhoune with us. He dropped some music off. The first one we're gonna play tonight is No Voicemail. Let's go.
It's them terrible days that seems everlasting. But anybody, you find yourself clashing. Short patience in any form of fashion. No happy-go-lucky, you're full of passion. It's below your satisfaction. Do the math, this day deserves subtraction. Just wanna get home and get relaxing. Obey the speed limit, seatbelt is fastened. Eyes peeled, I'm strolling through Aspen. Charlie Patrol, stay harassing. Pressing for whereabouts, call a backup so they can take a scout. All this extra shit while I'm in route. No extra trips since I mixed my way in. This third eye gym got me itching for a pen. Shall we begin?
Set up shop. Write a verse. My lyrics take care of me. They therapy.
Finally had that long day of fuckery. Your boy twisted up, contemplating on what to eat. Fire stick on deck, YouTube is a must to me. Knucklehead pod, every episode trust a scene. Soon I finish this gas, I gotta stay on task because procrastination stay kicking my ass. Focus is per phone, do not disturb. I'm deeply locked in to keep that streak with the words. The wrong path for the path to get the jot. Y'all talk about these scheming niggas plotting. Hoes only good for just starting. All these simps keep spoiling and gas rotten. Oh, a sob story about the forgotten. Better yet, I pin my current energy. Me and the pen be sharing natural synergy. Calculated in the paces, baby, gingerly. Yeah, I never waste ink upon my enemies.
Set up shop. Write a verse. My lyrics take care of me. They therapy.
Of the world's abstraction.
My lyrics take care of me. They therapy. They therapy.
Let's go. No Voicemail. That was fire, bro. That was fire.
Appreciate it, man. It's out right now on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? On the project Carry Out on Shaw.
Let me get some more background on that, man. What's the inspiration for that song? Who produced it? How did it come about?
For that song, the guy who produced this, my guy, Third Eye. You know what I'm saying? He makes beats. I'm not sure where he resides, but I had got cool with him on IG, and then on the scratching, it was my guy DJ Scruff from out Philly. You know what I'm saying? He did scratching too as well on House Sparrows.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, shout out to him.
What was your mindset when you sat down to write that?
No Voicemail, right?
Right.
Pretty much it was just like, me rapping about like having a bad day and pretty much what you do to, you know what I'm saying, to forget about that bad day, relieve some stress. And what I do is, one of the things what I do is I pretty much I write. So like if I have a messed up day or whatever, I always, you know what I'm saying, grab the pen and just write and just forget about what happened prior.
Where does the positivity come from? Because you are a positive guy, bro. And I really appreciate that, man, because listen, bro, as black men, it's sometimes hard to keep a positive mentality. So where do you get that resolve from?
Pretty much like my moms, you know what I'm saying? My moms and my grandmother, they was always like peaceful,
Right.
patient, you know what I mean? Try not to get out of character, you know what I mean? Don't
Right.
take nothing as well, but you know what I'm saying? Always keep you level headed.
Always composed.
Mindset. Yeah, always composed, of course.
I appreciate that, man. Shout out to them. Any advice for someone who's just getting into the game and wants to start rapping, maybe they just wrote their first 16, but they want to do it. They have the intention. You have any advice for anybody who listening might be in that situation?
Always lead by faith, not by sight. You know what I'm saying? I know I got that from Bucker Eli. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Denzel. But, you know what I'm saying? Always lead by faith, not by sight. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. Like don't follow trends, don't do what you think is popular, do, you know what I'm saying, what you want to do, you know what I'm saying, follow your faith.
Solid
And then
word.
pretty much, you know what I'm saying, maybe everybody, the masses or everybody's not going to rock with it, but say if you know what I'm saying, at least two people out of that bunch will, you know what I'm saying, will rock to it, and you pretty much cater to those two people. Because before you know it, you know what I'm saying, the two people will increase to 10, and then 10 will increase, and then more and more and more. Just in terms of like what you make is catered to that specific crowd. So
Right.
you're gonna be all right straight. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying, be a professional, you know what I'm saying, be consistent.
Real talk.
That's dope. I can appreciate that. Where does your name come from? What's the origins of your name? Because you have a
Um,
unique name. Shaw Calhoune is a unique name. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Shaw, that's my last name, you know what I'm saying, my government name, that's my
Mm.
last name. And like, my uncles, you know what I'm saying, my pops too was always telling me, you know what I'm saying, the last of a dying breed, you know what I'm saying, the great Shaw, you know what I'm saying, you were Shaw.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're the last one to carry on this name and pushing it forward. Like you're the one.
Right.
And then I got the Calhoun part from it's a movie called Harlem Nights,
I knew it.
and the character Bugsy Calhoun.
Yo, bro.
Now,
Oh man.
Yeah, that movie was the shit.
That movie, that's one of my favorites. I don't mean to cut you off, bro. But yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
nah,
ahead.
it's cool, but nah, you know what I'm saying, always gotta explain this. You know what I'm saying? I just took the name. That wasn't like my favorite character. I ain't want to be like dude. I just took the
Right.
name. I
The
mean, I
name was
figured
smooth.
yeah, the name was smooth, and I figured since he blowed up, he don't need the name no more, so I just
He's
took it.
done. Son is done. Yo, bro.
Right.
That's
I'm
dope.
Because
sitting.
some people will come up and tell me like, damn, why would you take that name? Who was trying to kill Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy? But I'm like, nah, I just took it because he doesn't mean he's nothing anymore. He just don't mean nothing. So it's like I'm making it into a positive. I'm recreating it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the new Calhoun
Yo,
per
that's
se.
so dope. Okay, so two things. I'm sitting on the couch, I don't know, 5 o'clock, right? And I'm listening to the songs. I'm like, yo, son is dope, right? Then I'm like, I'm Shaw Calhoun. I'm like, yo, where do I know that name? Because I'm a movie buff and we do a whole other segment for Gray Area about reviewing movies. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I know Calhoun. And I'm like, yo, Harlem Nights, the cop, the dirty cop. Yo, I'm like, yo, that's fire, my nigga. So, are you a movie buff? Are you into movies?
Yeah, but it's like a Pacific kind. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Mainly black. You know what I'm saying? Cult classics.
right.
You
So
know what I'm
talk to me.
saying?
What's your go-to?
Shoot. I'll start off with exploitation films first. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like the Shafts, Black
right.
Caesars, Hell Up in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Five on the Black Hand Side, Coolie High,
Mm,
JD's Revenge, Sheba Baby, Cool Breeze, Trouble Man, Hitman,
mm.
Bucktown. The list
You
goes
say
on
Hell
and
Up in
on.
Harlem? Did you say Hell Up in
Yeah,
Harlem?
yeah. That and Black
That's
Caesar.
my shit. That's my shit. That was my shit.
Facts. Chuck Turner and all of them. You know what I'm saying? And Cleopatra Jones. Then, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s, you know what I'm saying, Eddie Murphy joined, of course, the Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours, Harlem Nights, Coming to America, the Menace to Societies, Boys in the Hood, New Jersey Drive, all of them. Then Live Between Love and Hate, you know what I'm saying? But, got some mafia joints in there too, you know what I'm saying, Goodfellas.
For the
I like,
entertainment. For the entertainment.
yeah. I like the Irishman. You know what I'm saying? I like how it's more of like a slow burn. You know what I'm saying? They ain't give it to you right then and there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch it just to get all the you know what I'm saying, to get all the shit. I kinda like that route that they took on that one.
I caught that shit on
Casino,
a bootleg. I caught the
uh,
Irish on a bootleg. That shit was fire.
American Gangster. Yeah.
But Calhoun is dope. I can appreciate that. Tell me more about Big Eleanor Records.
Big Illinois Records, you know what I'm saying? They came about after I released my second efforts, the Rudy tape.
Mm,
And it was the CEO, Danny No. Shout outs to him. He pretty much after the release of Rudy Tape, he pretty much contacted me and just was like, you know what I'm saying, I want to help, I want to invest. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just starting, I'm up and coming, you know what I'm saying? I'm just starting this company and you know what I'm saying, I don't have no artists, you know what I'm saying? I just want to invest in you and get you where you need to be. So I was like, all right, cool. So we pretty much partnered up after that. And then along the way, just recently, we signed 2 new artists. You know what I mean? Laddie Moran and Adrian Rhodes, 2 dope artists. They're gonna be coming out shortly. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for them.
Nice.
And we pretty much moving as a unit as of right now, and it's benefiting. You know what I'm saying? Because we all a team. We work together. We have one goal, and we all on one page, all on one accord.
Do you guys like? Are they on your tracks and you're on their tracks type stuff?
It's going to be not yet because they're fairly just you know what I'm saying, they just touched down, but it's going
Right.
to be like that in the soon future.
All right, bet. So like a little coalition type.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. All right, so we about to get into another track. I'm gonna load up this one because I like the title of it. Once again, MOD, Gray Area, Guru Dane. We got Shaw Calhoune tonight. It's the second track out of the bunch that he sent. This one is called Who's in Charge Here? Let's go.
Yeah. Big Ella is the home base. I love my Henny straight, please hold the chase. Speaking of chase, I used to start them out in Chevy. Snow bunnies who was on the string was real heavy. Any hip to show, giving bras no levy. Ain't fucking with the drama, shit is too messy. Ghetto to ghetto, backyard to yard. Daily I rush the mic like limbo. After every line, the Gail Timber. Who got the keys to my Beamer? When the beat drop, the guy simmers. I think smarter, in control like Joe's daughter. I got these gems on lock like Coach Carter. Better believe I drop bombs to Hiroshima. You only kick it when your ass is playing FIFA. So don't provoke me. Catch balls like Charles Oakley. After one line, the neighbors sketch up on the trophy. Sketch on the trophy. Icon energy, God like Tennessee's day one, been a G, flicking over enemies, big yellow home team, hometown DMV, one time for my kings, 2 times for the queens. Laugh now, laugh later, bitch, nigga, no crying. Niggas say cipher, I'm the first one applying. Pressure, get the most, not the lesser. Leonardo with the cheese, yeah, one extra. No fabricated bullshit, it's all facts, mo. Cash flow, leaking out my asshole. Whoever's holler, eat the bars with Tabasco. So it's best to kick, push like fiasco. Me and greatness, we connected at the damn hip. Beat the fit, Robert Harris can follow this drip. It's laughable, you think you can body me? Soloists, play no games, stop talking weed. Versatile, dick for tab for my high riser. Dubs in the front of my head just like a Nats riser. It's Calhoune, yeah, I'm the visualizer. I'm stacking these chips just like a merchandiser. Icon energy, God like Tennessee's day one, been a G, flicking over enemies, big yellow home team, hometown DMV, 1 time for my kings, 2 times for the queens.
Let's go.
Let's go. Dope. Who's in charge here? Let me get a little background on that track. Who produced it? What was your mindset?
You know what I'm saying? My guy who produced it, you know what I'm saying? My guy from the hometown, Magnus Andretti, a dope producer, you know what I'm saying, from Silver Spring as well. Shout outs to him. You know what I'm saying? With that song, pretty much what I wanted to do was just pretty much showcase my lyrical prowess. You know what I'm saying? My dominance, you know what I'm saying? Just going in.
Right. Nah, that shit was fire. The beat is crazy. I like, you have a lot of references, man. And it's like, I'm a big reference guy too. So I like to be able to pick up references. How do you feel about like, I know you've encountered people who don't catch all your references. You know what I'm saying? How do you take the approach of just explaining the reference to them or just not saying anything and they'll catch it if they catch it, if they don't, if they don't?
A little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to like leave it up to them to do the research to figure out what I'm talking about. Because I know what I'm talking about and it makes sense. You know what I mean? You're just not hip on it. You know what I mean?
You're not hearing it, right.
Yeah. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I help them out.
Give them a little helping hand. I'm pretty much on the same page, but sometimes I'm just like, man, if you don't get it, you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But aside from music, what do you do to pass time in your life?
Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? I got a 9 to 5 just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? Always up on my exercise, and then I ball, play basketball. And pretty much that's it. My day is over after that, and just repeat the next day.
Rinse and
Fun,
repeat, add music in there. Rinse and repeat, and then you add music in there.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. You know what I'm saying? Then, I got added my writing. I do that daily. You know what I'm saying? I do that at night, or even sometimes at work. So I always try to get in at least 2 to 4 bars every day.
Consistency, man, sticking with it. And
Uh-huh.
it's like, I was listening to something, and they were just talking about, it's not about the glass being full all 7 days. You know what I'm saying? The glass just has to have something in it all 7 days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So my next question, without naming names and blowing spots up, what was your worst experience dealing with a producer?
Oh. I gave you two times. You know what I'm saying? The first time, I acquired about a beat, and he said he didn't have the exclusives. All he had was the MP3. So basically, like he gave me the version with his signature on it. But homie sold the exclusive to somebody else after he done told me, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have the exclusive.
Double dealing. Damn, son.
Yeah. Then somebody sold me a beat, but they didn't fix the drums. And they never got to like fixing the drums. I was like, yeah, this beat is all right. You know what I'm saying? I hear what you're going, but you gotta fix the drums. The drums are off. You gotta fix it. Yeah. I'm gonna fix. I mean, I didn't need the beat. Like, it wasn't like going to record it that recent, but I just wanted to have something in the chamber. But he just needed to fix the drums, and he never did.
Damn. Nah, I get that. I mean, that's
Yeah,
pretty that's not too crazy. That's not too crazy.
yeah,
I've dealt with some crazy shit, I heard some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
right.
there was a certain period in time, man, where you was trying to buy beats online, shit was treacherous, bro. It
Yeah.
was treacherous. I want you to tell me about your very first show.
My first show was at this charity event by this up and coming nonprofit organization called Speakeasy. So they pretty much was doing acts. So like I just signed up on it like the last minute, and then yeah, my whole performance it was tight. So I was a little nervous, of course, because it's my first time going up there to perform. But after the first song, those butterflies were moved, and I was able to give a good show.
That's dope. That's dope. So, you have any advice to somebody who's, let's say their first show is tomorrow. Let's say somebody listening right now, their first show is tomorrow.
Mhm.
What would you give? What words would you give them?
Trust your work and give it. Perform it to the T, perform it full tilt.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying, and see where it falls. If you
right.
hear boos, just keep going. So just keep going and just finish.
Just get it done. Just do it,
Yeah,
man. Just show
yeah,
up. You know,
yep, yep.
for real. I'll agree with that. I've had some shitty ass performances, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but I've also had some fucking legendary performances. It comes with it, man.
It comes with it. You just got to shake it off. You know what I'm saying? Come back to the plate next time.
Right. With that being said, what was the worst venue you ever been to? You don't got to blow them up, but just tell me the story about the worst venue you ever been to.
I haven't even experienced that. You know what I'm saying? I love them
Oh,
all.
good. That's dope. Shit, that's dope.
I mean, of course, they're all small venues and whatnot. You know what I mean? But I just love them all. So I just love to perform.
Right,
Whether
right.
it's whether it's you know what I'm saying, a good amount of people or a small amount. You know what I mean? I just love to perform.
Nah, I get it. You still gonna put the show on. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Shit, I've been in some dog ass venues though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
my thing is, and I get it. Like it ranges. It ranges. Shit, you guru, it ranges. But I just don't like it when they don't got their sound system together. I don't give a fuck how small the joint is. I really don't care. I'll rock outside of a record store. That's probably the best ones, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
um just niggas need to have they sound system together, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pull up and this mic look like somebody just been swinging into the fucking wall all night. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
a
True.
fact. That's a
yeah,
fact.
bro. But listen, it comes with it. It comes with it. Shit, we used to bring our own. We used to have our own wireless mics. We used to hook up straight to the PA system.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You was prepared.
Right, right. Proper preparation, right? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Facts.
All right, so we're gonna get into another track. It's crazy because I think somebody's stealing internet from my crib, bro. Because my shit is mad slow.
So who's the culprit?
All right, here we go. MOD, the gray area. We got Shaw Calhoune with us. It's the third track of the night. This one's called Kenny's. Let's go.
Yeah, yo, highly respectable, catalogs impeccable. Murder anything from breaking shops to festivals. Rappers' heads, I see it as a collectible. Taking all comers, my schedule was very flexible. Far with my path, but never forget the genesis. Faith was the fuel, I'm covering new premises. Around the globe, we're well connected. Got the power like Snap for when shit's getting hectic. This madness is no method. I can be dead wrong and dare to be corrected. My shoulders were Ella's riding on. I approach it like 95 Elijah Bond. It's Calhoune, the last one, get the record on. Get the stepping wrong, I transform like a Decepticon. Equivalent to King Midas. Twisting up the Vikings, I'm up there with the Cypress. Fully aware, but numb to all my vices. Rare preciseness on the rise like gas prices. God love it with the literature. King size shit, no miniature. The hated but emulated the signature. As I emerge, this game has been a blur. With these gimmick ass rappers and they lackluster words. Comp catching up, it take decades. My way to express is taking a leak on the expressway. No stress, babe. Every line is awesome, brother Hefe. Ellis cash cow, hard leche. Knowledge and wisdom, yeah, I got more than plenty. The mics they hand to understand that I score like penny. Dubs at the dubs got me soaring for many. Millions of mine, like I got a rapport with Finny. For the ones who transition, gotta pour the Remy. Prince Hakeem, y'all lying to these whores like Simi. Straight legit, I'm a force to be reckoned with. Rebel I am with the pen, I be decking shit. Stay stressing them C's. What you see is what you get, nigga. Excellency, you fucking with me.
Bars.
Let's go.
Bars. Sunset, how I express, I take a leak on the expressway. Don't stress, babe. What? Come on, man. All right, little background on the track. Who produced it? Where was your mind? Because you was barring out. What's going on with it?
The guy who produced it, my guy Drizzy, you know what I'm saying, another dude who I built a relationship with, you know what I'm saying, on social media. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, the whole mind frame, the whole point of that song was just me going in lyrically.
Straight killed it, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Had some crazy ass bars in there, bro. You smoke bud?
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. What's your favorite strain?
Uh, I like Snoop OG.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I like Purple Punch.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's another one. It's another one that's out there. Oh, Golden Pineapple.
See, I never heard of that. I heard of
Yeah,
the Snoop OG and the Purple Punch. Well, I never heard of that. How is it? What's that? Sativa, indica?
it's a both. It's a hybrid, but it's pretty good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. Does wonders.
What's your vehicle? You rolling joints? You putting it in backwoods? You smoking bongs?
Backwards.
Ooh, I had to lay the fuck off them backwoods, boy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
For
Yeah,
real.
he come
I
at
mean,
me for the grabiti. Come on,
yeah,
thug, but
yeah. Well,
back
first
with.
of all, ugh, sheesh. All right, I'm gonna tell you the story. I stopped buying backwoods when we was in Brooklyn, right? And we was in the studio, and niggas went to get backwoods from the fucking store. And I don't like backwoods. Them shits is heavy, bro. You gotta be, first of all, you know what my issue is with backwoods? You gotta be smoking fire ass weed to be rolling backwoods, bro. You can't put no mids or no lows in a backwood because it's gonna taste like fucking just you burn, just your throat is fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, I go to the bodega, tell the nigga give me a pack of backwoods. Nigga tell me $16
For a pack?
for a pack, bro.
I would have stopped too. Like,
It told me $16, right? I said, fuck it. It's nothing else around. Everybody else was smoking blunts. They didn't want joints. So I said, fuck it. I did it, right? Get back to the stew. Matter of fact, shout out to my nigga Los. Cause Guru, this is when we was when Los had studios.
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Los. Get back to the stew. Open the fucking pack, the pack of backwoods up, bro. It's mad veins in this shit. I can't even roll them. So first of all, I'm gonna have to ask you, what is your technique for rolling them shits? If you buy a pack of backwoods and the first one you take out is just crippled with fucking tobacco veins, how do you get through that?
Usually when I open up a new batch, so I always look for the one with the less veins in it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And then if it has a lot of veins, you know what I'm saying, I operate on them. I cut, you know what I'm saying? I take the veins out, you know what I'm saying, and patch them up together without the
Little
veins.
surgery. Little surgery.
Yeah.
Tell me about the first time you smoked some bud.
Ninth grade. Pretty much, yeah, it was ninth grade after school. And, you know what I'm saying? I always heard about it. Of course, always smelt it, but never tried it. So I gave it a try. And it was nothing. Like I was expecting a whole lot, but it was nothing for real.
Right.
Until I got the munchies. But I thought I didn't think it was the munchies. I thought I was just hungry. But but now looking back, yeah, it was the munchies like a mud.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to remember the first time. Shit, the first time I really smoked, it was just some regular ass regs. See, niggas gotta understand something. You young niggas listening to this shit, young people listening to this shit, y'all lucky. Y'all lucky. It's the worst weed today is the
Right.
best weed we had back then.
Right.
You know what
That's
I'm
a fact.
That's true. That's true.
saying? Like,
Yeah, like you just had like some dirt weed and a huge ass Dutch that just didn't know no better.
yo, shout out to my nigga Dave, bro. I don't know where that nigga is. I haven't seen him in fucking 20 years. But shout out to this nigga because he used to sell us the dirty rags, right? This nigga would sell us the ounce, but the shit would be like I'm trying to think of what I could.
Compressed.
It
That
would
shit
look
was
like a
bricked up.
fucking piece of a cardboard box. How flat
Yeah, it
the
was
shit
compressed.
was. It was nasty, dogs, and it had like bug casings in it. That's my point. Is I say all this crazy shit to say that you young niggas have no idea how lucky you are that you could just go to the store now.
Right.
You could get up and go to the store now and get the shit. Nigga, back then, if you ain't have a plug, you wasn't getting nothing, bro.
Right.
Yo, you know how many trips I took, crazy ass trips, bro, in the snow to go get $40 worth of bud, nigga?
It's the accuracy
Hey,
on
yo,
the
that's
accuracy. You
facts,
don't play
bro.
with that, man.
You know what I'm saying,
The
bro? They
The
wild
have
tra- the
no
missions
tra-
you go
idea.
on for $40
the
worth.
traveling.
The fucking madness, bro. I'm in a front wheel drive car, it's 7 inches of snow on the ground.
Right. And the directions you gotta follow, you ain't gotta do none of that. You can just go to the store. You know,
Shit,
you know, you know how them trappers be. You know what I'm saying, man? Park over here, turn the lights off,
right,
walk around, walk around. Don't walk in the front, knock on the door. You gotta walk
right.
around.
And then the problem is the niggas with the best weed, they kidnap you.
Right.
Because they selling other shit too. So it's now a
Right.
nigga can't leave. Now I gotta stay here for 35 minutes and do what you do. And I wind up smoking some of my weed
Send your
while I'm
homie, come with me
here.
to the barber shop
Right.
real
The
quick. I need a
Right.
little
fuck,
haircut.
man.
Come with me real quick to the
Uh,
barber shop. You start running errands with him and shit.
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
bro, can I stroll? I just came here for 5 minutes. Like, my car is still running. Like,
like,
come on, dog.
bro,
Like,
I got a
Car's
ride
running.
here. Like, nah, son, it's hot. You know, the block is hot, the blizz is hot.
right.
You gotta
Yeah,
let it
yeah, yeah.
chill. Like,
That's shit. That
fuck.
shit. Oh my God.
It's hot because y'all niggas is wilding out here every day, every night.
Like for
Smoking the weed, nigga.
one,
Right.
yeah,
They're not even looking for me. They're not even worried about me.
it's the middle of July. You ain't got no AC. You telling me you're staying here for like an hour or two.
Right. And
Nigga,
They're not even
please.
looking
the
for
car
me.
got AC and it's on. The fuck? Yo, man. Kids, man. Every you know what the funny thing is? It's like every generation shit gets different, but it's like there's perks to the shit being different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we went to audio school, right?
Yeah.
Niggas paid all this money to go to audio school. Niggas didn't teach us not 1 hour of music theory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
1 hour of music theory. And the funny thing is, I ain't think about that shit until after I got out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
I did not think about that until after I got out. And it's like, we didn't get no music theory. And then the next thing you know, fucking the people the year after, they got music theory off of our money. You see how that works?
Right.
You know? I don't know. I'm
It's
fucking.
a lot. It's a lot of that going around. Unfortunately.
I mean, I guess that's just the way of the world.
Yeah, yeah. It's the nature of the beast.
You know? Shit, we paved the way. Listen, we got more music, so we about to get into that. All right, here we go. MOD. This is the gray area. This is the fourth joint. This is called A House Sparrow's Feather by Calhoune. Let's go.
Yeah, for most it keeps you up at night. It gets you up at the dawn of sunlight. From reality, consider it's the great escape. Everybody experience it, whether it's early or late. My first encounter was 8. It was Jordan and Come Fly on me tape. Had me ducking on fishing parks and crates. It was that moment I knew I wanna be great. And then it was on, fresh ship out the gate. Always finish my food regardless what's on the plate. At times I've been, but damn sure didn't break. I'ma get it regardless, however it takes. Even if it requires the claw for the scrape. I made an obligation, there's no room for debate. Talking dreams, you gotta have a nice grip. Cause without, that's when everything start to slip.
I got dreams, I ain't reach shit. If it ain't about a dream, then it ain't about me. I got dreams, I ain't reach shit. If it ain't about a dream, then it ain't about me. I got dreams.
Shots lit me the beat and it was fire, and told me just to talk about the things that I desire and goals I had in mind. I guess I'll start by saying I still have that dream that I will shine and inspire entire shrines. I'll list them, will you listen? Radio freestyle interviews and having some of my favorite singers sing on my interludes, as well as Nobel Peace Prizes for my thesis. Travel abroad with wifey and specifically Egypt. I wanna have a festival. My network is invited to perform in front of hundreds of thousands who say we timeless. I just want my mom to be alive to see me make it, just to put her in those places with a balcony and basement, yeah. I just want a couple awards to accompany more, enough to cover a wall. And I just want to be remembered as a person who knew he never was perfect and never stopped working. Boogie.
I got dreams, I ain't reach shit. If it ain't about a dream, then it ain't about me. I got dreams, I ain't shit. If it ain't about a dream, then it ain't about me. I got dreams.
Still dreaming to this curtain day. At times gotta ignore what the curtains say. Less focus on the bag, more on quality. Just imagine what's really racial equality. Not so sensitive, not hurt by words. Policemen who actually protects and serves. Fellas with a mind of abundance, stop being perms. Intelligent women who glorify their curves. More cool, calm, collected, less frantic. Every relationship is organic. The new cool will be real and authentic. With open arms, we'll embrace the eccentric. Not letting corporate dictating the tempos. The key to the sex, nobody's hawking the info. Advancing stocks, generation wealth. From the start, more aware of knowledge itself.
I got dreams, I ain't reach shit. I got dreams, I ain't reach shit.
Fire. Dope,
Some
dope,
dope
dope,
vibes
dope,
right there,
dope.
my guy. Dope.
Tell me
Appreciate it.
more about it, man. Tell me more about it. Who produced
Yeah,
it?
the whole theme of it was about pretty much just writing about what inspires you, what you hope and wish to see in the near future. You know what I mean? It's just all the song overall is just about dreams.
Where did you come up with the name?
Oh, so a house sparrow's feather, like the whole that was on Fly Langston, and the whole track listing was like a making of what's that? A zoot suit, a zoot
Mm.
suit. You know, like in the Harlem Renaissance
Oh
in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
1920s, you know, the zoot suits.
Yep.
And the feather was the feather that was in the hat. It was considered as a house sparrow's, like a house sparrow's feather.
That's
Wow.
fly.
That's
Yeah.
dope. Where would you say you find your inspiration from?
Just everyday life, it just hits me. You know what I mean? It usually hits me like when I'm driving or I'm just like more chilling to myself. You know what I mean? And just like an idea. And I'll just follow through to it and pretty much do some research going, you know what I'm saying, to back it up. So it could be a full concept. And I'm
Right.
fully aware, you know what I'm saying, pretty much to like stay within that pocket, within that range, and stay on topic within that topic of the concept.
Can you speak to your ability to stay on topic, like you just said? Because your verses are calculated. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's easy to write a verse and it be willy nilly, right?
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
verses are calculated. Can you speak to how you dialed that in?
You know what I'm saying? I always like if it's a topic, you know what I'm saying, I always try to give as much information as possible. You know what I mean? If it's a specific topic, I do the research first, you know, come up with a little outline and then pretty much turn that outline into like a 16 bar verse and make it rhyme. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
usually what I do.
How long does it take you?
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes weeks. You know what I'm saying? It takes a while. You know what I mean? Nothing fast, nothing like in a day
Right.
or in a quick second. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my stuff usually takes time.
You're not the type of artist that will, like, when you go to the studio, you already have your stuff written. It's not like you're writing there or anything like that.
No, no, I'm not right now. I'm usually, you know what I'm saying, like by the time I come to the studio, like I'm ready to go.
Right. 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 What's your preparation for going into the studio?
Pretty much just like, you know, making my way down there transition wise, you know what I'm saying? Usually ride like with no music at all. I just ride in silence because I don't want to get influenced and I don't want to sound like anybody other than myself right before I record. You know what I'm
Interesting.
saying? So, you know, I ride in car silence and I show up to the studio. And if we're ready to go, you know what I'm saying? I usually have them throwing the instrumental, play it like a couple times, you know what I'm saying? So I can recite it, make sure I'm good to go. And then, yeah, I just go in and just go in and
That's
execute
dope.
it.
What's the most songs you ever recorded in one session?
Uh, 5. No, you know, no, I take that back. I say about 7.
Nice. Nice.
7. I recorded 2 projects in the same weekend,
Mm.
but they were 5 apiece. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, 5 a day.
What was that like? Like, what was it? Can you speak to the experience of just, it's hard enough to get one performance down for some
Yeah.
people. You know what I'm saying? So can you speak to doing 10 in a weekend?
To be honest with you, I just dedicate that to the repetition that I take throughout the week leading
Okay.
up to that recording session. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Okay.
always practicing,
Right.
practice. So when it does get to recording, you know what I mean, it shouldn't take that long for you to adjust. Because, like, you know, going recording, it's just all about adjusting. Like, how, you know what I'm saying, how quick can you adjust in terms of laying the vocals down? And, you know, everything, like, counts. You know what I mean? How you have the headphones, like using the hand movements, you know what I mean? That plays a role in terms of like recording and laying down your verse.
Right. So it's almost the things that you wouldn't account for are they're like prerequisites almost.
Right.
That's dope. I didn't you know what? It's like you're as an artist, as a rapper, I'm listening to you and I'm like, yo, he's right. But I never completely thought about it because it's like it's true though. The way you wear your headphones in the booth, the way you accentuate the words also coincides with the way your hands are moving. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So now, yo, that makes a lot of sense. That's insightful, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So I know you mentioned basketball. What's your favorite basketball team in the NBA right now?
I like Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? For a while, in my adult years, you know what I'm saying, I was really messing with Portland with CJ
Mhm,
McCollum and Damian Lillard, but they
mhm.
broke that squad up. So I'm a bandwagon. I'm a mess with the Bucks. I'm a man Dame to win one. You know what I'm saying? He's well deserving of it. But back in high school, I was really rocking with Chauncey and Rashid and Rip and Tayshawn hard, heavily. The, the Detroit Pistons squad, man. That was my squad.
Yo, bro. The funny thing is like I have faith in Detroit these days. They just got to get it together. I feel like they need a veteran in that locker room.
Yeah, I thought Monty was going to get them over the hump, but it's still struggling. You know what I mean? Because
Right,
I don't count Monty. I think Monty's a good coach. He just need a break.
right. Yeah, burn out. You got people get burned out, man.
Right.
But it's like they got some guys there, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got
Mm-hmm.
some guys there, bro. Cade is nice. I like Isaiah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like they need a vet over there though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right. Cade kind of reminds me of like Grant Hill a little bit. Not a whole lot, but
Mm,
just like a little bit. You know what I
right,
mean? Cause like meeting like how Grant came to the Pistons and pretty basically it was his team as soon as he came in. It's kind of like that now with Cade. You know
right.
what I
And
mean?
he's
Like the
learning
keys
on
is
the
yours.
job and shit. But he's got
Right.
the instinct, bro. He's got the
Yeah.
instinct. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, okay. We all know that favorite team and your prediction for who's gonna win the championship are often different. So, who you got winning the chip this year?
I think that,
Realistically, realistic.
realistically, I think Denver's gonna do it again.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't see an answer for Joker because you know what I'm saying. You don't slow him up, he slows you up. You know what I'm
Right,
saying. You're
right.
playing his game. You know what I mean. Regardless if you play aggressive, you know what I'm saying, he can counter off that. If you back off, you know what I'm saying, he got the long ball to just you know what I'm saying annihilate you from afar. And then
From
you got
afar,
Murray, yeah, you got Murray, you got Porter. You know what I'm saying. He got a great supporting cast, and then you got Aaron Gordon just taking care of the dirty work.
that's my guy right there.
Right. And I think they have like they're playoff ready. Like their
Right, they're
roster is
tested
like
for
built for
sure.
the playoff. Playoffs.
You can't count out Boston though.
Of course, of course. Boston's looking real good. They pretty
They're
much push they
crazy.
push they pushing around everybody. Indiana, Milwaukee, Miami, New York. Like nobody's pretty much getting in their way. And then Embiid, he's down.
Right. Listen,
I
I'm a
thought I thought
diehard
I
Knicks
thought
fan.
that was their biggest opponent because they don't have anybody that can guard Embiid. But he's since he's hurt, it's looking pretty open for Boston right now.
Right. And it's like,
Right.
yo, I'm a Knicks fan, man. I'm a Knicks fan, and I've been a Knicks fan since before this little resurgence and all that. I was a Knicks
True.
fan when they was trash. You know what
True.
I'm
True.
saying?
I keep laughing at that Armenian dude or Spanish. I could be wrong, but he was like, "Hey, Durant, how's it feel not playing for the Knicks?"
Don't you want to play for the Knicks? And it's
I
like,
know, I know
bro,
Durant was hot off that. I know he.
I do know what the problem was. Yo, nobody believed in us, bro. But now,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. I'm gonna tell you the issue right now. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm gonna tell you the issue right now. The issue is James Dolan. It's the owner of the team because he simultaneously owns Madison Square Garden and the nigga owns the Rangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about Knicks basketball, or he didn't until recently. You know what I'm
True.
saying? He didn't
True.
until recently, but nah, that's really my son Leon Rose.
True. I like Thibodeau. He's a good coach, but sometimes he can wear you down. You know what
Tibbs
I
be
mean?
pissing me the fuck off because he don't let niggas go off, bro. You
Yeah.
gotta let niggas go off, bro. You gotta let the young niggas go off and let them go off early in the season so when we get to the playoffs and Julius Randle wants to act like he don't know where the fuck he's at, we could get a nigga in there. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right. And I,
Oh
I think
man.
I think I think Randall need to focus on just getting the post game down pat first and stepping outside. I think he steps outside too much.
You know what the problem is? This the issue with Julius Randle, bro. The issue with Julius Randle is for a couple years he was all we had.
Right.
So he was the guy. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? He was the guy. Now, niggas really made a move and they got Jalen Brunson the bag man. You know what I'm saying? They got the
Right.
bag man on deck. And now that he's here, Randall, you got to play your position, bro. And he will. He will. But this is my thing. This is what I don't appreciate about Julius Randall. Bro. He gets upset when plays don't go through. And you could do that shit in practice all day, my nigga. Don't do that shit in the fourth game of the second round of the
Right.
playoffs, nigga.
Right. Right. Right.
Now you want to throw your hands up and not get back on the fact. Like, I can't stand you, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's
sorry.
true.
I get emotional
Nah,
with
it's
you.
cool, but it's like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I get it that he was playing with Kobe, this, that, and the third, but that don't mean for you to take a whole bunch of ill-advised shots. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's a solid four. You know, he's a traditional four. I think if you focus more on the block, I think he'll be effective. And let
Bro.
Bronson, you know what I'm saying, but let Bronson and Hart take care of the perimeter. Like, we don't need
Right.
him out. I mean, y'all don't need him out on the perimeter.
You know what I'm saying? Just play your role, Jay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate this the thing about it. Even when we was losing, okay, you cannot deny Julius Randle's consistency. I don't know if it was last season or the season before, but he played 77 fucking games.
Hmm.
You can't deny his consistency. He's
Yeah.
there, right? But you be having your little tantrums, nigga. You having little tantrums, and in the important times, you look like you're blinded by the lights. You know, and
Right.
you forgot where the fuck it came from. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like that's my problem with him. But nah, man, for the first time in a long time, the Knicks are actually putting something together. I don't see us getting to the ECF this year. I think it might be a second round exit. Um, I'm
Yeah.
not really too worried about Milwaukee, bro, only because it's like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Niggas like, what are you talking about? Don't get me wrong. They're champions and they got Damian Lillard. So on paper, I should be worried about these niggas. I'm not too worried about them because I don't know how well they're gelling yet.
Yeah, and it sucks because Doc gets the blame. I think some of the blame has to go to Giannis because he's the top dog and he's the leader of that whole entire franchise. And I mean, like, y'all fell short a past couple of years. Y'all was supposed to go high. And
Mm.
you know what I mean? He's been like, be able to like miss the hot seat or skip the hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a star. But I think he should get some of the blame.
You know what I think that is? The chip is still new for them.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that too.
you know what I'm saying? Like, give it a couple more years of them not doing nothing.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like,
Mm.
well, what the fuck? And then he's gonna be like, well, what the listen, bro. So do you believe that super teams ruin the game?
Uh, yeah, because like you have that player like back in the day. You have that player that just the guy. He wasn't drafted too high. He wasn't like a lottery draft pick, but he gets drafted. And he works his ass off, and then he becomes a household name for that specific franchise. But that still happens now. But usually that player he's part of a package because that specific franchise want this marquee player. You
Right.
know what I mean? And every time I'm saying that Pacific player gets settled and be cooking and playing good, yeah, he may not be like on the All-Star game, but he's pretty much like a good pro. But every time he gets settled, he's always a part of that package. I think Victor Oladipo has fell under that. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like he was cooking in Indiana, like that was like damn near his team.
Right.
But he's a part of that whole trading package. Then he goes to Miami, the same way with Miami, OKC, even Orlando. He was the top dog, but he's always part of that package. You know, what I mean, especially with teams that just trying to start over, they don't have pretty much a promise of future, so they pretty much always trading him. They're good trade value, but they can't stay settled with one team.
Right. Right. So as an athlete, would you say what do you hold more important? Would it be monetary security, like if you were to get a big contract, or would it be chasing the glory? Yeah.
As far as chasing the glory, it depends on what it is. You know what I mean? I'm all about winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Right.
team guy.
Right.
So like, like suppose if I was on the Warriors, but like if I was Clay or whatnot, I'll stay with the Warriors as long as I can. I'll take a pay cut, forget it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you win a championship, the money's going to come anyway.
Right.
That's the way I see it. But if I'm the top dog, going to the All-Star game every year, but like but like losing in the first round every year, then yeah, not only I'm trying to find a contract, but also I'm trying to win too as well. And I want to go to a winning situation that I'm like the centerpiece. I don't want to leave from being a top dog to being like a sidekick.
But at what point does the money just kind of comfort you?
Oh yeah, pretty much after like after you play out your rookie contract, I'll say.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, of course, a rookie, you chasing the big dollars or whatnot, but after a while, you get, what I'm saying, mature within the years, you know what I'm saying, your whole mindset starts to change.
right, right. What's your opinion on the state of the Washington Wizards, soon to be the Virginia Wizards, I think?
Oh, no. I'm hoping it doesn't move to Virginia. If so, it's going to be a heavy decline, and it's already a decline now because the team is not winning.
Right.
But it's still somewhat, even though the team is losing, it's still like a good vibe to go out to, especially downtown in DC and seeing the scenery. You know what I
Nice,
mean? It's
nice.
still there, and it's going to lose that if it's going to the gym because everybody's not going to make it there.
Right, 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 right. The lifelong fans ain't gonna be able to pull up. How do you feel about JP?
They need to take this crowd seriously. I mean, I don't know because I'm not, what I'm saying, well, I'm not behind the door, so I'm just going off what I see.
Right,
I mean, I see a lot of potential, but I don't see like the seriousness. Like they brought him into Washington because he has championship experience, of course, and he's supposed to like walk and talk and be a certain way. Now,
right.
like now he has the keys to this franchise. Him and Kuzma.
I fuck with Kyle Kuzma. I don't know if he's a killer though.
That's true. That's true.
I fuck with him though. I really do like him. I like JP, bro. Like, yo, the funny thing is, I be arguing with a nigga at work, bro. He think JP is a bum. And it's like, son is not a bum. He's just like he acts like a kid.
Yeah,
You
he
know
a
what I'm
goofy
saying?
dude. He a goofy dude. Yeah.
Right. I don't think he's a bum though, because he could ball, bro.
He got a bag. He got a bag for sure. Like
So do you think that's what did it? You think that's what fucked his head up? Was they won the chip and then he got that bag? You think that's what fucked his head up?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what I'm saying bag, he got a lot in his repertoire in
Oh,
terms of
wheelhouse.
moves to get
Right, right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. And getting to the basket. He can get to the basket at will if he really wants to. And his mid range is nice. And he got
Right.
a nice deep ball, but it's just his mindset, I believe. And then yeah, I really think that championship like went to his head.
Damn, man. All right. So real quick before we get into the last song of the night, favorite basketball player of all time.
Hmm. I'm all over the place, man, because I love basketball so much. But
Right. So
wow.
let's go 1 through 5. Let's go one through
Okay,
five.
yeah, perfect, perfect. My PG, I'll go with Magic.
Mm.
Two guard, Jordan, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Three, Carmelo. Four, Barkley.
Oh, right.
Yeah, four, Barkley. Five, Ewing.
Oh shit. 2 Knicks, huh?
Yeah,
Fair enough. All right then. Sad what happened with fucking Pat, man.
yeah,
They should have kept him, but you know how that goes. That was
right.
speaking of fucking, trading people, But and Carmelo, shit, that's my guy, bro. That's really the
Yeah.
generation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
People look at me weird when I say like in their primes, their peak primes are going with Melo over Bron. I mean, I'm fully aware how of a monster Bron is, but Melo he was different, especially with scoring that basketball. He was different.
right. And his tenacity, the way he's seen the court, nah, for sure, bro.
Yeah,
For
it's
sure.
been like a lot of talks like happening as of like for recently about who would you take, Prime Melo or Prime Durant. I'm taking Prime Melo. Because I mean, like they both like checked off all boxes in terms of like the long ball. They both masters the mid range, but I think the buck stops because Melo, like he was a beast on that block, and you really haven't seen that from Durant. I mean, Durant can, but you just haven't seen it enough.
Right.
I believe.
Yeah, nah, for sure. If we're talking about like personality and tenacity and the fact that if you hit Melo, he gonna go back at you. He might just hit you. Like he gonna get through, bro. He gonna get through. He gonna get to his spot. He got
Yeah.
he'll shimmy on you. You like,
Hmm.
oh man, yo, it used to really be fun watching Melo, man. It really did
Yeah.
fun. Even when he was on fucking Trailblazers, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna get into this last song, then we're gonna wrap it up. It's been a great episode. This last one, MOD, once again. We got Shaw Calhoune with us. Crazy episode. This is the last joint of the night. This is called Amaryllis. Let's go.
Yo, since my first breaths, since I took my first steps, I was destined to take this game through a thrash. Nothing less, it's pure magic. Every time when me and the beat mess, your boys been nice. This niggas rockin' steep text, straight walking flame, no need for a heat check. I found it hard to stress, being known as the upper ash. Impossible to finesse. And watch after fuck, I'm sure you love her next. Give her time and abundance and then you buy you a Lex. She talking out of her neck because really she lost respect. Forever humble, but I'm still flattered. Getting praise from my thoughts scattered. On the face adversity, but it's always mine, never matter. Every step is slippery, I still rose up the ladder. At times I fall, it wasn't long for me to gather. Haters pissed like a weak bladder, sure.
We call it the good fight, and the good fight is not always the easiest fight, and it's not always the quickest, but you know, you have to be patient with it, and you know, have faith in what you're doing.
Hate the game, not the messenger. If you ain't talking money, get to stepping, bruh. Your boy's serving hard, rock your federer. Let the skills reveal I got a plethora, causing all kinds of hysteria. Amongst the vets of the most seasoned in all regions, the great one, Jack Gleason, slinging beats for no reason, light breezing, outside with the heathens who show cohesion. Seeing features has the feasting, from dusk to dawn, I'm Marshawn, I stay beasting. Skin tight, pour it out the yeastin', find me in New Zealand, rolling treason. Smooth sailing on this paper route, balsamic, Brussels sprouts, Alaskan trout. I finds a way, heaping through a drought. I does it for the love, slim, not the clout.
Let's go. Listen, man. It's MOD. Mugs on Drugs. This the gray area. Shaw Calhoune came through tonight. He dropped 5 joints on us. All bangers. We had a dope-ass conversation. Yeah, man. I really enjoyed this one, bro. I appreciate you stopping by, taking the time out. I know it's, you know, with everyday life and shit, being an artist, it's not easy to find the time, and I do appreciate it, brother. Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? You already, man. Anytime, man. Anytime I can come through, you know what I'm saying? The opportunity is there. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for having me. This is a dope show. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to coming back on in the future.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I want to
So,
get you on. I want to get you on Lights Camera Distraction. So you can. That's the other side to this. The movie review. I want to do some movie reviews. Get your opinion on some stuff like that. You know what
cool,
I'm
man.
saying?
Just let me know, man. Just
All right,
hit
most
me, give me the
definitely.
heads up to see my availability, and if I'm open, I'm down.
All right, perfect. So yeah, we gonna wrap it up. If you want to let the people know where to find you, anything that they should be looking out for, yeah, new music, old music, now is the time.
All my catalogs is on all major streaming platforms. That's Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, all that good stuff. As far as like my everyday life, which is social media, you know what I'm saying? IG, Facebook, Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Shaw_Calhoune. And yeah, that should do it for you if you wanted to find me.
Let's go. And the funny thing is that y'all niggas thought that you was gonna get away without my end of episode rant. Okay. Every episode I give you a rant about how you need to go pay for the music. You understand?
hmm
The idea that us artists are supposed to create this, put our time, put our money, blood, sweat, and tears, compromises, sacrifices into these efforts, and you get them for free is fucking crazy.
Super crazy.
It's crazy.
You know,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
that's why I encourage all my fans, all my supporters, you know what I'm saying, pull up to these shows and like, you know, make a purchase from the merch table. You know what I'm saying? It's not really like I'm selling it to you, you're just making a donation and then you get a reward if you make a donation. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the cause.
Right.
Support.
And you know what the thing about it is? You know what this is the thing about it? We shouldn't even have to apply that shit to y'all.
Yeah.
If you fuck with us, if you fuck with us, if you fuck with the music, if you listen to the music, if it's on your playlist and you come to these shows, buy something from the merch table. That's non-negotiable. Cop something and show your support. Go into your pocket and show your support. And if you can't, it's all good. It's all good. But at least make a statement, some kind words, something like that. Because we give, man, artists put so much on the line. And it's not easy getting these things to the public. You know what I'm saying? So go to the
Fact.
Bandcamp, go to the website, be more direct with the artist. Okay? It's 2024. You don't got to go through major labels to get the music that you like and that you fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why wouldn't you want to pay the artist? Why wouldn't you want to throw me some bread? Why the fuck would you want to throw Spotify the bread? And I get it, streaming is easy. Stream my shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of shit on there to stream because we got the website. But the shit that we do have on there, stream it, cool, whatever. But if you really fuck with it, hit that website, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with Shaw Calhoune. Hit him directly. You know what I'm saying? Get some merchandise. Buy the physicals. This is what it's about. You got to show your support, and that's the end of my rant. This is MOD, Guru Dane, the gray area. This was a great episode. Shaw Calhoune came through. Yo, we appreciate you, my brother. Real talk, bro.
Likewise, man. Likewise. Goes
You
both
already
ways,
know.
man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yo, listen, we gonna get up out of here. But yeah, you already know. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Yo, Shaw, my brother, walk in peace. I'm gonna get with you, bro.
Likewise, my brother. Stay up, stay
All
safe.
right.
Peace.
Peace.